It's week 4 of This Is Me, and this is Lazy Girl Waves. I thought it'd be so nice to show you something that's really undone, super wearable and effortlessly pretty, and it's kind of my signature look. So it's a tong. This is GHD classic curl tong, and it's a big section. First of all, start by wrapping horizontally, and then you take on the bottom of the section and wrapping vertically with the curl going away from the face. I take all the sections loosely with my fingers. I always start in this kind of horizontal position, and what you can see here is that I'm almost tapping the clamp, and so it's lifting up and down, and that means that I can go back and forth on the section. So I roll the tong up and down, and that creates this kind of undone effect, so the little hairs stay really lifted. I'm trying to encourage a soft kind of, we used to call this beachy vibe, but I'd say like kind of undone hair. So some are going forward on the ends, and some I take backwards, and this gives you a kind of back and forth wave. What's really important is to talk about the prep, because the hair has reacted with the heat to what's on it previously. And for this, I've used GHD Curl Hold, which is one of my all-time favorite products, and the reason I've used it is misted through is that it is very hydrating, but also has an incredible hold without it being really strong. So first of all, I've misted that through, I've dried that into the hair, and then I followed with Sam at Night texture spray, which just gives the right amount of undone feeling to the hair, meaning that when I run my fingers through, it holds the movement, but also captures this kind of ethereal undone quality, and it's really fantastic. You can see I'm taking quite large sections on the top. So first of all, horizontally, this one going towards the face, and I'm leaving those ends out. I rest my finger on the tip of the tong, which is cool, and I find that you can see me doing it here, it just gives me balance. So by using both hands in some of the movements, it holds the tong really well. So I sometimes let it drop into my hand and it cools for a second, and I do that when I want that section to have a little bit more hold. So working through, super undone, and now you can see that I'm going to start moving in some different ways. So my next section, I will place the tong on top, and so mostly it's underneath here, which creates one wave, but then I'm moving into something where the tong goes on top of the section, and that will create the wave to be flatter at the root. And so it's still a horizontal movement, but it just puts something else kind of into the hair. And sometimes I do this while chatting to the models, and I'm just kind of working through, not thinking too much, so that I have a really undone pattern in the hair. It's interesting when you do hair a lot, that after a while your hands just kind of pick it up in muscle memory, and you start to feel what you need. So that movement is with the tong on top and through the ends in a backwards direction, and then I start to look at what I've created and go back over some sections and put a little bit more in. So every time it's different, and what this is doing is really just looking at the different waves and seeing where I might want a little bit more curl. And so there we have it. I've just run my fingers through, it's super undone, and you get this really cool soft effect. Really imperfect, and that's why I call it the lazy girl wave. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.